why should you be the first person to file for divorce in Florida? Well, like I said in a previous video, it's not going to affect the outcome of the case, but it can affect some procedural elements of the case. If you're the first person to file, you get to choose where to file. So if there's a question of which county to file in, maybe you've split up and somebody lives in a different county, you live in the original county with the kids, you get to choose where to file for divorce. The other benefit that you get is you get to get divorced on your timeline. You get to control when the case gets filed. You don't have to sit and wait around 3 months, 6 months, 3 years for your spouse to finally get around to filing for divorce. If you're the first to file, you take your life into your own hands and you get the divorce kicked off. The earlier you get it kicked off, the earlier it is that it's going to finish up. Another benefit to filing first is that you become the petitioner. That means that if you're seeking things like a temporary time-sharing plan or temporary spousal support, or if you're making a claim for attorney fees from your other spouse, you get to make those at the very beginning of the case. Another benefit of filing first is there's standing orders in Florida, which each court has published, which provide guidelines and rules that protect parties during a divorce. Those standing orders are not triggered until the divorce is actually filed. So if you're still married and your spouse leaves the house and they cut off your cell phone and they stop paying the rent, or they're depleting bank accounts, there's nothing you can do about that unless a divorce case has already been filed. Once the case is filed, then the standing order can come into effect, and the person that files for divorce can seek temporary relief, can seek to enforce those standing orders, can get a court order to force the spouse to contribute to paying the household expenses. Those things can't occur until the divorce is actually filed. The last benefit that you get from filing first and being the petitioner in the case is that you get to present your case first if the case actually goes to trial. The benefit of that is you often get to set the tone of the case. You get to frame what the case is about. You get to clue the judge in on what are the important issues in the case.